Do you need an audio interface for your studio monitors or powered speakers? We get asked this question a lot, and I believe that there are 4 good reasons that you will want to consider using an audio interface with your studio monitors or powered speakers. But ultimately, no, you don't need an audio interface to make your powered speakers or studio monitors work. You can just connect them directly to the computer, and we're going to show you the cable that we recommend you use if you are wanting to do that. Now, if you are looking for current pricing or specs for anything that you see in this video, we love using the Yamaha HS5 studio monitors. This is what I use every single day. And 2 of these audio interfaces here in front of me, if you are looking for one, I believe both of these are really worth considering, and we do have some links down in the description below where you can find current up-to-date pricing on those as well. The first reason that you would want an audio interface, and probably the most important reason from a pure quality of sound point of view, is that an audio interface will offer you a balanced connection to your speakers. A balanced connection will help prevent buzzing, fluttering, electrical interference, and all those types of problems and issues. If you've ever had an AM radio station get picked up with your cable, that's because you're using an unbalanced connection. If you connect your studio monitors directly to your computer, you will be running an unbalanced audio cable. I have 2 jacks here in the palm of my hand, and I'm going to quickly explain the difference between both of these jacks. They are both 1/4-inch jacks, but you can see one has a single black ring on it and the other has 2 black rings. This 1/4-inch jack here with a single black ring is known as a TS jack, stands for tip and sleeve. It's also the same jack that you use on an instrument cable or a guitar cable. This jack will send one version of your sound from your computer to your speakers and one ground. That one copper wire that's going from your computer to your speakers is very susceptible to picking up electrical interference, especially if you have things like power bars, monitors, and that type of thing. A lot of electrical connections around your computer and speakers, which is quite common. Next, we have a balanced 1/4-inch jack here. You can see that there's a tip, a ring, and a sleeve. This is known as a balanced TRS cable. And what this does is it sends 2 versions of the sound from your audio interface to your powered speaker. One of those versions, one of those copies, is phase inverted, and when it gets to your studio monitor, they're re-phase aligned, and if either one of those copper runs between your audio interface and your studio monitors picked up any sort of electrical static or interference, it will be canceled out when those phases are realigned, and that very, very simple idea or concept will give you a cleaner sound between your audio interface and your powered speakers or studio monitors. Now, if you are connecting your computer to a set of studio monitors, you're very, very likely using a cable like this. This will take a stereo headphone jack out of your computer and bring you 2 unbalanced 1/4-inch connections to your studio monitor. You can see here that both of these jacks have a single black line. That means that they are unbalanced. If you're running more than 15 feet, there's a pretty good chance that you will pick up some electrical interference. If it's a short run, 5 or 6 feet, it's unlikely, but it is still probable just because where you're running these speakers, you probably have a high level of electrical interference. Like I said, power bars, speakers, there's giant magnets in these things, your computer, your monitor, whatever else you have going on your desk, all your phone chargers, all that stuff will contribute to a problem and make a solution like this problematic for you. Now, it's not likely a huge solution. You might just notice this every once in a while, a little bit of buzz that is intermittent and comes and goes, but this is a big deal to some people, and if you want to prevent this, this is one of the strongest reasons I think that you should get an audio interface, because it will give you a balanced connection between your audio interface and your powered speakers. So if you do end up with an audio interface, I recommend using a cable like this. We do have some links down in the description below. It's a balanced TRS 1/4-inch cable. This will take balanced audio from your audio interface and give you a cleaner signal with less noise and less interference all the way through to your studio monitors on your desk. Now, the second most important reason to get an audio interface with your studio monitors is to offer real-time monitoring. A lot of audio interfaces, I have the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 and the Solid State Logic SSL2 Plus, they will offer real-time monitoring. What this means is that if you are recording with your audio interface, you can connect that microphone, basically patch it straight through to your monitors, and you can hear it right away without waiting for that signal to go to your computer, get processed, and come back. That little bit of latency between going to the computer and back can be a very big deal for some people, and it is important while recording to minimize that latency as much as possible. The Solid State Logic SSL2 Plus here has a blend knob to allow you to put it over to the input side here, and that will offer real-time monitoring of the inputs. The Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 has a direct monitor button here where you can engage that to offer real-time recording or monitoring of the two inputs on this device as well. Now, the third reason I think an audio interface is important is adjustability and quick ease of use. I love using the Solid State Logic SSL2 Plus because you can see here the biggest knob and the most prominent thing on this whole audio interface is a volume knob for the monitor level. You can see a very similar thing here on the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2. I probably turn this knob 3 or 4 times in the duration of 10 minutes. Even if I'm watching YouTube videos, I'm always adjusting the volume. Now, you can adjust it on the back of the speakers, you can adjust it on your computer, you could adjust it with keyboard shortcuts. There are other ways to do this, but having a huge volume knob like this offers you faster access to more precision when it comes to setting up your monitors, and that is a feature that I use on an audio interface many times within even a 10-minute period that gives me more comfort when listening to my studio monitors. So do keep that in mind. It sounds very simple to give you a giant volume knob in front of your speakers. Is that worth the cost? To me, that one feature alone is worth the cost. It's something that I use a ton when I'm listening to music or YouTube videos or editing or video editing, audio editing, anything I'm doing. This volume knob nearly gets worn out every single hour. I use it a ton. Now, the fourth reason that you're going to want to consider an audio interface is because if you're getting studio monitors, there's a real chance that you're going to end up recording or you're interested in better audio, and you're going to want to connect a microphone to your computer at some point. Maybe studio monitors are the gateway drug that get you into audio. Then maybe when you're doing more video conferencing, you want to upgrade a microphone or something like that. An audio interface will give you the connectivity that you're eventually going to want anyway in terms of connecting microphones or a guitar or something like that to your computer. So it does seem inevitable in a lot of ways that if you're spending a lot of money on a nice pair of studio monitors, aside from the other 3 reasons that we've already gone through, you're probably going to want to connect a microphone or a guitar to your computer as well. So you might as well just get the audio interface right at the beginning. That's the way I think. I think a lot of other people think the same way. What else is involved with making these work? Well, this is more convenient in a lot of ways, and it opens a door to getting me a microphone or a guitar into my computer as well. That's exactly how I think, and I think that that's a strong reason to consider an audio interface the same time that you are considering a set of studio monitors for your computer. So to sum it all up here, we get balanced connections, which will give you more reliable and better audio quality over a long period of time for your studio monitors. You get direct real-time monitoring on the device itself without waiting for your computer to process that sound and give it back to you. You get a giant volume knob that you will use more than I think you know you will. It is an extremely convenient way to change the volume on both of your studio monitors. And you get microphone inputs and instrument inputs, and it gives you a gateway to start getting into audio and recording and video conferencing and live streaming. So I think there's a lot of strong reasons here to consider an audio interface with your studio monitors. If you have any questions about anything I've mentioned in this video, maybe you have another reason that I missed, please leave a comment down in the comment section below. Again, if you are looking for links to any of the things we've discussed, the 2 audio interfaces, the HS5s, the stands, or anything like that, we have some links down in the description below. And if you're interested in audio and want to see more videos like this in the future, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.